I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Technical difficulties. Take two. Hey, so what's up, witches in the Witchy School of Wisdom group? My peeps, what's up? What's going on? It's Wednesday. Yay, yay. Witchy Wisdom Wednesday in the group. Yay, Mariah's here. Hey, my sister Mariah. If you're here, please say hello. Give me some hearts up. If you're watching the replay, hit hashtag replay. I still give all kinds of love to my replayers, so I don't forget about you. Today we are just hanging out. Hey, Shelly! She is our resident witchy baker. And Tanya's back. Hello, Tanya. How are you? How is everyone doing on this Wednesday? Witchy Wisdom Wednesday. So yay, cool for that. We're going to just hang out, pull some cards, have fun, talk about some questions that were in the group, talk about updates on my programs because, girls, they are flying out the door. Spots are being filled like insane. You guys are stepping up to your power. Love it. How is the baking going, Shelly? I saw you live a couple days. Was it last weekend? When you were at the farmer's market? I think you went live and I was like, oh man, I want some of those hot buns, those cinnamon buns. I was like, send me some of those cinnamon buns. Tanya was, I was here, was gone, and I'm here again. Yeah, me too. I lost the connection. I went off. I hit a button and it just took me some kind of crazy internet place and I just disconnected. So it wasn't you, Tanya, it was me. It was me pushing too many buttons at the same time. Studying some Wheel of the Year stuff. Yay! Awesome. Always studying, aren't we? Witches are always studying or stirring or crafting or spell casting or working, right? We're always doing something. Always doing something. Yeah, last week, Shelly was like last weekend. Things are going great. Fling off the shelf. I'm telling you, I knew it. I knew it, Shelly, that you would be really successful at doing baking. Magical baking for sure. I knew it. I knew in my soul of souls that you would be successful, and that's what you're living in your witchy power, and your sole purpose is to. Here's the thing about being witches. Shelly is a kitchen witch. She does all of her magic in the kitchen. That's where she nourishes people. That's where she heals people, and that's where she makes people happy, is through her food. So she is very much a kitchen witch. You can be all kinds of witches. You can be herbal witches, green witches, spellcasting witches, hedge witches, healers, energy witches. You can be all kinds of cool witches. You just don't have to be, oh, I'm not good at any of that. I struggle, and this is so weird. I'm telling you all this because I have to switch to my cold drink. I love plants. Absolutely love plants. I try to grow plants, but I can't grow plants. Now, we have a witchy sister in the group, and actually in my local circle, sister group, that is amazing plant witch. She can grow anything. So know your talents. Hone in on your talents. If you're not good at something, then you have talent somewhere else. It doesn't mean that you are less of a witch. It just means that the goddess is like, I want you over here. Your talent's over here. We can't be good at everything, right? So let's see. Let me catch up on comments. Tanya, I'm getting ready for the festival Saturday and to market my crafts and do tarot rings. Yay, Tanya. Woo, woo. Exciting. Y'all are just being so powerful, aren't you? Hey, Chanel. Thank you for joining me. Hello, my sisters. So, yeah. I am so in awe of you guys doing so well in your witchy studies and stepping into your authentic self, and how wonderful you guys are doing and creating the life that you want. I'm so excited. I lovingly stalk y'all on Facebook to see what you guys are up to. So super excited that you guys are doing wonderful things. Now, let's just sit and talk, okay? I have some new people in here, so let me introduce myself to you. I'm always shuffling cards. I need to put those down. My name is Madam Z. I'm a magical life coach / mentor / teacher. I am everything magical. I empower women coming out of the witchy broom closet by teaching them lots of magic. And on the other side, you get lots of empowerment and lots of loud voices. And then you, at the end, become this most powerful, magical high priestess energy in working with me. So yay, tarot is my absolute first love. I'm a master tarot counselor, and I transform women into living their authentic witchy lifestyle. So yay. I want you all to give yourself a pat on the back, a virtual hug for everybody in the group that's live today for stepping into their power, because y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve some recognition for how far you guys have come. So Shelly is, Susie, I'm proud of you and joining the new women's group. Bring your witchy power out to the jungle. Yeah, jungle community. It's, if y'all don't know, join the new women's group. Yeah. I just joined. I've been doing this for a long time, and I posted in the Witchy School of Wisdom. And I've been called to join this group, I don't know, since last year, since all this stuff started happening last year. And I'm in Austin, Texas, and it is the capital of Texas. So there's tons of protesters all the time, no matter what it is. These are where the bills are made for the state of Texas. You can go down to City Hall, the Capitol, protest on the steps. Everybody's always protesting. It's very great city for activism. And I've been called to step into activism power. I've always been an activist. Me and Blair, if you don't know, Blair is my significant other. He is very much women empowerment, equal rights for everybody, and he has always been into activism. And for us to gather together as one power couple, I call it a power couple, because we protest a lot and we stand up for people who need to be heard. So this is called NOW, National Organization of Women, and I joined today. I've been wanting to join for a while, since last year. Things got crazy. My muggle job got crazy. Life got crazy. It just got put on the back burner. And Goddess has been telling me, Susie, you need to step up. You need to step up. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And now she is like, you need to do it now. So I always listen to what the Goddess tells me. Well, I shouldn't say always, because, you know, sometimes I'll do it later, Goddess, just like mom and dad. I'll do it later. And then they're still nagging at you, right? So I knew that it was time for me to step into an organization that empowered women, that stood for equal rights for women, and made some changes. So you may see me in the picket line somewhere in Austin, Texas, or I may post a pic, or I may do, you know, some kind of cool stuff. So get involved in an organization of your heart that calls to you. This month, I encourage you to do that. I don't care what it is, whatever is near and dear to your struggle that you went through in life. Join it, make a difference. I don't care what it is. Let's see, Shelly, by the way, hey, Todd. I know, it's like the autocorrect for me. And I get in so much trouble because I'm like, that's not what I said, and that's not what I typed. But, you know, autocorrect is always fun. So if you want to join an organization, join one. Have fun. Make a difference. You know, step into your calling. So now let's talk a little bit about witchy wisdom. Does anybody have any questions that they want to post in the live that we want to discuss? So post any questions in the comment box, and I will talk about them. Shelly posted a question in the group on the thread about how she can become more magical in the kitchen. So I want to talk a little bit about that. Mariah suggested she do sigils, which is an awesome thing to do. You can do sigils on the bottom of your bowl that you're working on, or the bottom of your plate that you're working on, or eating off of, or that you're serving off of. You can do sigils in the flour. You can do sigils in any kind of batter or any kind of food that you're working with. Make sure that you are working with the magical correspondences with each herb that you're using. So if you want to do some herbal magic, do some research on what each herb means. Is it for protection? Is it for healing? Is it for health? Is it for happiness? Sunflowers for me, or sunflower seeds for me, always means happiness. Okay. If you're using rosemary, for me, that always means protection. And if you're using bay leaf, that means prosperity and abundance. So make sure that you're researching what your magical properties are for the herbs that you're using. Make sure, hey, Jocelyn, how are you? Make sure that you know which way you're stirring the pot, and not in a bad way, if you know what I mean. Stir clockwise if you want to bring in prosperity, abundance, love, good stuff into your home, into your cooking. If you want to release things like negative thoughts, negative patterns, you know, poverty mindset or lack of confidence mindset, you want to release things and stir things counterclockwise and release that kind of energy. Another thing that you can do also is to sage or whatever you want to use as far as cleansing your kitchen. Okay. And speaking of sage, you can cook with sage. So that's another thing. When you go in there and you want to do your magical cooking, make sure you either sage it, use some kind of sacred smoke, some kind of incense that will sage that area and your tools. And by the way, when you do your sacred smudging in your kitchen, make sure you open up your cupboards and you let that smoke get into all of your magical tools and sage all of your working tools that you're making, okay, to work with. Look at what you want to do and make and what moon cycle you're working with that day. That's huge. Power couple, interesting stuff. Yeah. Yeah. We do a lot of, I remember when we first started dating, Blair was like, this is when Black Lives Matter movement was huge. I mean, really huge. And when we first started dating, he's like, we're going to go protest. And I was coming back from some trip. I forget what it was. And he was like, I will pick you up. When you get off the plane or come back, I'll pick you up. We're going to drive to the protest thing. And, you know, he had to go over, like, if you hear a gunshot, what are you supposed to do? Blah, blah, blah. You know, this would be kind of crazy because it was very heightened then. And so we marched almost the whole city of Alabama, which it was wonderful because the cops are very cooperative. The cops shut down the streets for us to protest. And then all of us at the main street in Huntsville, the height of the protest, we all laid down on the street, in the middle of the street, as the other protesters, you know, did the whole picket signs, and the organizers did the whole bullhorn and, you know, all that. So it was an amazing experience. And then we all walked back, and this is at night. We started during the day, and then at night it ended at night. So we were walking in the dark. So it was an amazing experience for people to hear our voices. So that's why I encourage you smoke incense to become a part of a movement. Wand energy. Get that Queen of Wands going. Where is my Queen of Wands? Get that King of Wands energy, which is what we really need too, right? Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Let me pull some Wands energy for y'all. Get moving and protesting. Make stuff happen in your community. If there is something that is not in your community that you want to start, that's lacking, fucking make it happen. Start a movement. Start a group. I don't care if it's, you know, a PTA or whatever's lacking in your schools or what. I don't have any children, so I'm not sure what's lacking except for education, I guess. I don't know. So whatever is near and dear to your heart, and I'm looking for the wand, I encourage you to become present in that movement. I'm looking for it. It is important that voter registration is huge, especially in the minority section and people who don't have a way to get to the voting polls. Freaking pick them up. Say, take a day off work and say, I am picking people up today to go vote and to go register. That's simple. Offer a ride. Here's the Queen of Wands. Get your Queen of Wands energy going and make a movement today. Fire energy. Look at that sunflower. Happiness. Make shit happen. Trailblazing. Right? Just set some shit on fire. Not like, your ex's clothes. I don't mean that. But, what gets you motivated? What really gets you like, man, this topic just heats me up. Be that person that makes that change. As witches, we have to step into our power, and we have to not be quiet anymore. And don't let the burning times happen again. Okay? No more, right? No more. We're stepping into our power. Good idea, the cupboards. Yes, make sure you open up the cupboards. Make sure you open up your refrigerator if you need to bless and to sage all of the food. Yeah, open up the cabinet. Chanel, I have been meaning to go help volunteer writing for disabled children. Do it. Chanel, please do it. Those are the children and the disabled need help big time, even if it is building the home. We did Habitat for Humanity, which is an amazing organization. So yes, get involved in something. Chanel, so I am wondering around my purpose. I have narrowed it to psychology. I would love to study, but I would like it to have a lot of holistic and energy and magical healings with it. But I can't decide women or children. What do you feel? Let's see. I'll get to you, Chanel. So let me finish talking about next week. We're doing the Pride Walk. Yes, Pride. Lesbian and gay and transgender rights. Oh my God, you can find any kind of grassroots movement that is near and dear to your heart, that needs your voice, needs your energy, needs your space. And here's what I mean by space. Physical space. Stand there. You don't have to be loud. You don't even have to hold a sign. Just stand there. Take up space. This is what this whole thing is about. Taking up space. Right? I love Pride. Thank you, Foggy. Yes. So many awesome LGBTQ friends that I support. That's huge. Me too. So yes, open up your cupboards. Sage the cupboards. Sage your magical tools. Another thing that we talked about was looking at the moon cycles that you are using to bake things. Full moon energy, right? New moon energy. And waning or waxing moon energy is huge when it comes to working your magical witchery, your kitchen witchery. So look at what moon phases. If you're working with Sabbats or Esbats or Wheel of the Year, and you decided you're going to bake some cakes, and look at what metaphysical properties are associated with what you want to make for that particular season, that particular Sabbat, okay? And incorporate those kinds of grains and nuts and fruits and yeast and breads into that Sabbat. Make sure you are blessing your tools, and that means setting them under the moonlight if you can, and consecrating those and cleansing those. So you want to work with magical tools and make sure that you cleanse those all the time under the moon energy and under the magic energy. Shelley's like, I'm doing both. So excited. Yay. That's so much. Yeah. Tanya, yep. I am vending at our local Pride Festival. You all are kicking ass. See, that's why I love y'all, because you guys are on the same path. I wish we were all in the same city so we could all just, you know, rally together, right? Yeah. And youth need our help too, because they're the up and coming for sure. Okay. You're welcome, Shelley. So those are just some things that'll get you started in your magical practice if you want to do more kitchen witchery. You have tons of cookbooks out there for kitchen witchery, and I will probably list a couple of those after the live. Okay. So grab some of those kitchen witchery stuff, and then have recipes in there, magical recipes, and all kinds of cool stuff. So I'll probably post a couple in there. Does anybody else have any questions about what they're struggling with before I pull some cards? I know that Chanel needs a card. So Chanel, if you guys want a card, put your question in there. Let's see, Chanel. Women or children? Oh my gosh, that's a hard decision because I feel like they're connected to both. I feel one trickles down to the other one. I feel like starting with women and trickling down to children. Why am I'm getting like a homeless shelter? I'm getting like a women's battered shelter, women's shelter thing for both. Let's see, Chanel. Chanel, Chanel, Chanel. Ooh, girl. This is the Justice card, right? So you're going to be working with, I'm not getting either. I'm getting both. That you're going to be working with the justice system that has to deal with the injustices of disabled people, disabled children, and women. Okay? This is lawmaking. This was equaling out the imbalance and injustice. This is creating bylaws. This is creating new, like I said, laws. And really, for me, it's more government. It's laws. It is changing the way we see things, the way we do things. This is like court work. You're going to be doing some major justice for these people. Yeah. And see, the reason why when I talked about it, I don't see one or the other, I see both. It's because I see it as one affecting the other one. And with laws and justice and, you know, justice warrior kind of thing, it trickles down into the community that you're working in. That's how big I see you working, not just with one little group. I see you working with children and women. Okay. So yeah, you're going to be working with some kind of legal or making new laws. Justice for sure. Focus. There you go. So yeah, cool. 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 Policy creation. Yeah, it has something to do with laws, bylaws, policy, new ways of changing the old ways of looking at things, right? Justice warrior for sure. That's what I get big time. So yeah. Yeah, I know, right? She's like cutting the bullshit. She's like cutting all of these lies and all this shit that's just happening. This is old law. This needs to be changed. This no longer serves the people for women and children who are disabled. This is stupid shit that is old and needs to be changed. So it's like she is going to take the sword and just cut the books completely and start over with new laws. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to be doing some great shit. I love Habitat for Humanity Pride. I am gay. Yay. I am so grateful to you. Well, you know this space is always safe. This has always been a safe space for the community. For sure. I even, you know, what's weird is I primarily work with women, but there's been a couple of men that have kind of like, can I please join your group? And I'm like, you have to prove yourself to me before I let you join my group. And so there's been a couple of men in here that are probably just are afraid of us to say anything or to come forward because we are so powerful and our voices are so loud. They're probably like, oh my God, I'm afraid to say anything. So I ran several ads last week. How successful do you see that be? Let's look. So Mariah wants to know how successful her business ads are going to be. Business ads. Mariah's business ads. Mariah. Ooh. Ooh, why? Well, there you go. Got two cards for you. Queen of Swords, for sure. So that's getting super focused, cutting out the fuzz of thinking. Focus, right? Sword energy has to do with your thoughts, your clarity. She's like, bitch, if you come near me, I'm going to cut you. This is what I told you to put in the ad. This is exactly the words I wanted to say. This is exactly what I want to look like. And don't deviate from this because this is exactly what it has to say in order to get my ideal people. So be very clear on what your ads are going to be. Or you have been clear on this. Or if you haven't, the next round of ads, you need to be super clear, super focused on what you want and the ideal client or ideal or the outcome of what you want from the ad. I feel like some of it you need to cut down, some of the wordiness. I feel like you need to get super focused on maybe 2 or 3 lines or something and really get focused on what the outcome is and how to make it not smaller, but how to say more less. Maybe 2 or 3 key points or something that's going to get you the results you need. So yeah, Queen of Swords. Super focused and super clear. So it's good. Woo, you got the 10 of Pentacles. So yay. It'll be successful. And I love this one because it's very much showing the Kabbalah. This is the only card, if I can get it to focus. This is the only card that shows the Kabbalah. So yeah. Yep, it'll be successful. Just get super focused on what your outcome is. And cut some of the extra stuff out that you don't need. Chanel's like, I feel them both. I feel them both too. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's either or. I think it's both. I think it's a whole family thing. I think it's children and, you know, women. I don't think it's either or. I'm not feeling either or. I'm feeling both. Shelly and Mariah, they're just working together, right? They already got this side gig going on. And that's what I love about this group. Community, supporting each other. Chanel's, ooh, absolutely perfect. I hadn't looked into that part of it. I love and feel that too. Yes, look into that part. Great, got it. So how do you feel about your ads, Mariah? Do you feel that you should, here's the thing with ads, and here's the thing I want you to do with all of your magical workings and all of your business owners out there, or not even business owners, people who have money. This is what I want you to do magically with your money. Every time you pay a bill, or every time you send out money, or every time you send out an ad that wants to bring money in, I want you to bless it. I want you to say a prosperity spell over it. I want you to say, thank you, universe, for giving me the money to pay this. Thank you, the universe, for opening the doors for me to whatever. I bless this money that in abundance will come back to me 3 times. When you're sending out business ads, when you're sending out business cards, anything, I want you to say a prayer, blessing, prosperity, anoint it with prosperity oil, anoint it with bay leaves, whatever you want to do with it. I want you to start working on your money mindset magically, and not just like, here you go, here you go. Especially on your cash box. This is what I do with my cash box. These are for you people who are bending out there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me get my cash box. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Okay. This is my cash box. Okay. So, in my cash box, I can't believe I'm going through. This is really good. This is good for y'all. Y'all taking notes? Are you all taking notes? Shows I've already grown my home kitchen bakery. Yay, yay. It says kind of like, be careful what you ask for. Right? I need to either put a commercial kitchen in my basement or rent a commercial kitchen space. What did the card say? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Rent a space. I'm going to cut it into 2 piles. The first pile is going to be rent a space. The second one is in your basement. Rent a space is the sun. Commercial, putting in your basement is the hangman, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. I like the energy more of renting a space for you. The sun card, renting a space, happy, joy, prosperous, money's coming in, growth. I think if you put it in the basement, it's going to take a long time for it to really be built, where all you have to do is just give them the money and run. I think you don't want to be behind the 8 ball with this. You have so much energy going on in your business now. I don't want you to stop that energy by having to stop and build that basement kitchen. I want you to just say, hey, this is the money. I'm putting it down, because you're going to outgrow it again. This is what I'm getting, Shelly. You're going to outgrow it again. And so really you're look ahead. Look ahead and what your business needs and what you want your business to be. Don't look small. Because if you stay in that kitchen in the basement, you're going to outgrow it. You're going to outgrow, Shelly. And eventually, and you're going to have to be in the same space as you are now. So you might as well go rent that space. Okay. Tanya, I could really use some help finding my focus for this weekend's event. Let's kind of chaotic right now. Try to prep for my booth. Let's look. So Tanya, what energy do you need to focus on for this weekend? The Emperor. You need to focus on being grounded, right? You need to focus on being more focused. It is weird, more masculine energy, which is weird because when you're doing intuitive work, it's more female. But I feel that you need to ground yourself because there's going to be a lot of crazy people energy going on in the market. You need to sit tall. You need to know your power. You need to be super focused on what you want to do. You need to ground yourself. And you need to become that whole powerful male energy, which is weird because readings and stuff are so female and so intuitive. But we want you to ground. So I want you to wear your dark stones. I want you to wear your keep a dark stone. This is one I have on my reading table all the time. It's obsidian. Keep a dark stone on you, or I'm getting that you need to keep it on your table, that it'll ground you. Make sure you hold that after every single reading, and you cleanse that deck and you cleanse yourself by running that stone over you. Okay? That's what you need to do. Yeah, I feel straight to the point is better. Thank you. Long ago, our numerologist said our house is a money pit. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So here is, because you guys are vending. So I have vended many, many events. Many, many, many events. So, cash box. Magical cash box. Right? Here's what I have in my cash box. Cinnamon stick. Keep a cinnamon stick. And this is for fast money. Okay. Amethyst. I have a whole bag of stones. This is my bag of stones. My bag of stones. And let's go through the stones a little bit. Here is what I call a tonka bean. Make sure you get a tonka bean, and that is for prosperity and good luck. Put one of those in your cash box, and you can just get a little bag like that. Amethyst, always good for psychic powers, and always good for grounding, being less anxious. So, Tanya, get a little bit chunk of amethyst. And then I have rose quartz for compassion. Put that in there. And I have a peach moonstone. I think it's a peach moonstone for goddess and feminine energy work. And money. Sunstones always bring in money. And I don't know why I have this. And that's pistachio. And another sunstone. And I have a black stone for grounding. And here is a blue calcite for healing. And here is a little bean for prosperity and growth and abundance. Any kind of bean. I think this probably is a pinto bean, probably. And you can write your sigils on your beans, actually. And then I've got some Herkimer diamonds for clarity and thought. And then I have a little chunk of carnelian. And that is what, oh, and then I have a random stones in there, don't really mean anything, and a little coin. Anything you want to use for coins. So that is what I have in that little box, my little thing that I carry all the time. Let me see what else I have. I have my success oil in there. Or I either use success oil or the fast money oil. I always keep those two in there. And I have a bag that I keep all my pendulums in when I do pendulum work. So this is my favorite pendulum that I use to clear out all of my energy. When I start doing readings, I go around my table, I clear out all the energy around my table, I clear out all the negative energy in my cash box, so I will do that with my pendulum work. So here's what you want to do with the oils. I anoint, you can either take any kind of oil you want. I love this one too. And I anoint all four corners of my table. And if you can sage it, sage it. Some people don't let, some venues don't let you do that. But anoint all four corners of your table, say a blessing. Anoint your cash box and say a blessing. Do a sigil with these oils. And anoint your oils and your cash box for prosperity and abundance. Okay? And that is what's in my cash box. So now you know how to do a magical cash box. And since I have been doing, I've been doing that for a long time. But it always works. And I've been doing bending for a long time. And when I anoint and when I sage and say blessings and do all my stones, I have never ever lost money. I have at least made my table fee back, which is really what you can ask for. So I've never ever lost money. Let's see, Tanya, big obsidian in a table, hematite jewelry. Got it. Yeah. Okay, here's my thing, Shelly. I think asking for money is being greedy. Yeah, good old Catholic guilt, right? You want to look at money in a different way, for sure. Look at money as an exchange of energy. And I want you to look at why you have negative energy or thoughts around money. I work on that all the time because I am a pentacle. I am the queen of pentacles. Money is my security. So even though I think it's you feel it's Catholic guilt, which it probably is, some of it, because they want you to be in the whole poverty type of energy, right? I want you to look a little bit deeper about where your life was and if you ever lived in poverty or lack. I think that has to do with that. Okay. Hey Breezy, welcome. All right, so we have been on here for 45 minutes, y'all. 45 minutes. So I'm going to close out. I got some celebrating to do. I got some hanging out to do. I really want to go to the grocery store and get some plants, even though I just said I'm going to kill them. They had some, well, it's familiar. It's a same family as belladonna. So I want to go get some belladonna at H-E-B and plant that. So yeah, got some cool stuff going on. Oh, before I forget, oh my God, how did I forget? Here is an update on programs that I am offering. They are flying out the window, let me tell you. I have a few spots left in my 3-month program, coaching program. Those are going away soon. I have 1 spot left. I just signed up someone today for my 6 months, so I have 1 spot left. That's it, and you won't be able to get that program for another 6 months. Online Coven open enrollment. Tomorrow we are getting ready for our Coven Circle live call, and that is tomorrow. So you still have time to get into the Coven for that. And once you get into the Coven, you have access to all of the programs and teachings before then. The call is going to be really just open chat, open campfire, questions, answers, talking about where your witchy studies are, where you're stuck at. It's really just relaxed. We just kind of like this, really kind of like this. And update on the Witchy Goddess Retreat. My 6-month payment plan ends at the end of this month, and we only have 3 spots left. So that is in October. If you want to get on your 6-month payment plan for my Witchy Goddess Retreat, which is an amazing retreat coming up in October, you don't want to miss the 6 month, because after that, everything has to be paid in full October 1st. So if you want to get in on that and you want to get in on the 6-month payment plans, those end at the end of May. After that, they are gone. So you will not be able to get into the 6-month payment plan. I'm trying to see any comments going on, but I don't see any. So does anybody have any questions before we go? Let me see if I can catch up on comments. So that is what is going on with the programs. They are going crazy. Tomorrow, 7 to 8, Texas time Central. Rue, I know. Rue is amazing. I love Rue. All right. So you guys have time to get in the Coven. If you are new members, it's $33 a month, and you get all kinds of cool access. We are doing our Witchy Circle Call tomorrow, where we just hang out like this and have a good time. All right. So, all right, that is it, my sisters. If you want information on the program, the links are there. Get in on one of those. I don't care if it is the Coven. I would love to have y'all in my 6-month program. But if all you want to do now is get in the Coven, I welcome you. A lot of these sisters that you see are already in the Coven, so you already know these people. So you already have a circle around you. Okay, so all right, my sisters, I will either see you in the group, or I'll see you in my coaching package, or I will see you in the Coven. Either way, I will see you around. All right, with y'all, my sisters. Bye.